Welcome to Divine Mercy Moments with Father Joel. This is episode 3, Be Humble, Not Tyrants or Rulers. In today's episode, we delve into the essence of humble service. We'll explore how humility, rather than tyranny or the desire to rule, can transform our lives and the lives of those around us. Jesus came not to be served but to serve. That alone should shape how we live, especially when we find ourselves blessed with titles, responsibilities, or positions of influence. But how often do we see people change when they get a bit of power? It's painful, and frankly disappointing, to hear leaders, even those who call themselves servants of God or servants of the people, speaking down to others, manipulating situations, or acting superior. That's not service, that's pride wearing a mask of holiness. One person who truly lived out humble service was Saint Teresa of Calcutta. She didn't spend time talking about serving others, she simply served day in and day out. No obsession with fame or recognition. Her focus was love, compassion, and charity, especially for the most forgotten people in society. That kind of service speaks louder than any sermon. Sometimes the greatest regret we carry isn't about what we failed to, but what we failed to. The moments we missed to show mercy, offer love, or act in kindness, simply because we were too busy chasing applause or rewards. True service always comes with sacrifice, they go hand in hand, and that's the path Jesus walked, a life poured out in love, not lived up in pride. His story is the greatest ever told, a story of humble service, love over hate, humility over ego, forgiveness over grudges, and grace over judgment. That's the story we're meant to live and tell. Overcoming pride and seeking balance is a journey we all must undertake. It requires self-awareness, humility, and a willingness to grow. By looking to Jesus as our example, we can find the strength to put others before ourselves, to serve with a genuine heart, and to seek harmony in our lives. It's not always easy, but it's a path worth walking. One of the biggest challenges, whether in civil service or church leadership, is pride. When we start lording over others instead of walking alongside them, we create division, resentment, and mistrust. So, let's stop focusing so much on our load, the workload, the stress, the expectations, and instead keep our focus on the Lord. It's not about our titles or privileges. It's not about being praised or noticed. It's about doing our best, with a sincere heart, not for mileage, perks, or applause, but because we're serving, not ourselves. The truth is, many of us are still trying to find that balance between humility and ambition. It's tempting to take shortcuts or chase comfort, but those roads often leave us drained and disappointed. The world may see a hopeless end, but God offers an endless hope. Life will always bring its share of cracks, detours, and rough patches, but each trial can become a testimony, each mess can turn into a message, if we let God work through us. As Pope Francis said, the world teaches us to seek success, power, and money. God tells us to seek humility, service, and love. That's the kind of countercultural living we're invited into. Forgiveness, humility, and transformation are the pillars of a life well lived. By embracing these values, we open our hearts to a deeper connection with God and with others. It's a journey, not a destination, and one that requires constant reflection and growth. And when things go wrong, as they sometimes will, don't give up. There is no situation God can't transform, no sin He can't forgive. We only need to open our hearts to Him. Democritus once said, "A man enslaved to wealth can never be honest." And isn't that true? When our hearts are too attached to status or stuff, we lose sight of what really matters. Someone else put it this way, you learn nothing from life if you think you're always right. And let's be honest, many relationships die not from time, but from pride, selfishness, secrets, and neglect. Owning our faults is a mark of humility. Forgiving others is a sign of love. So let's choose humility always. Because when God truly dwells in your heart, pride has no place. I remember hearing this once and it stuck with me. God formed us. Sin deformed us. The Bible informed us, but Jesus transforms us. And in her diary, entry 301, Saint Faustina reminds us, "Proclaim that mercy is the greatest attribute of God. All the works of my hands are crowned with mercy." Amen to that.